Greetings, Earthlings. Dave, coming to you live with another episode of And Another Thing with Dave. I'm standing here in front of a Valero gas station, which has a price listed of $2.19 a gallon. Right across the street here is a Chevron with gas at $2.45 a gallon. So let's talk about brainwashing and brand loyalty. What is it that gets us to choose one brand over another? Well, it's marketing and advertising. As an example, I'd like to talk about Marlboro and their marketing and branding. Been reading a best-selling marketing book lately by the name of Guerrilla Marketing, and they use Marlboro as a case study. Marlboro used to be the leading women's brand of cigarettes, but after a very committed 6-year marketing program, they were able to rebrand their cigarettes, and Marlboro is now the #1 brand worldwide. Still the #1 brand with women over Virginia Slims, but it's now the #1 brand overall. How did they do this? Well, they changed the packaging to a nice bold red with masculine black font, and they incorporated the Marlboro Man, this masculine, rugged looking dude riding around on a horse out in the wild, wild west. Well, let's look at the reality of this. So, Marlboro is an R.J. Reynolds product. R.J. Reynolds makes over 50 brands of cigarettes, none really different than the other. And I read in a different article that any prepackaged, pre-rolled cigarette is basically the waste swept off of the floor after packaging the good stuff, the roll your own. So, it's a subpar product, but marketing once again. So what makes us choose one brand over another? I'd like you to explore what brands you're loyal to and how that came to be. You know, I grew up using Tide because my mother used Tide. Now I like to use dye-free, scent-free detergents. I used to use Clorox bleach because that's what my mother used. I didn't know that vinegar did the same thing and is non-toxic and a natural product. So, I don't know, just take a moment to examine where your loyalty lies and why. This has been Dave talking about brainwashing and brand loyalty. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of And Another Thing with Dave.